Copyright fair use notice. All media used in this review, such as video, music, characters, images, etc., is used for commentary, parody, and review only. All media used belongs to the respected owners and companies.
What's up, guys? Fat Samurai Guy here with Lady Fat Blood and special guest Fat Ninja. Hey!
Hey.
Alright, today we're talking Terminator Genisys.
Genesis!
Here's a quick plot synopsis.
John Connor sends Kyle Reese back in time to protect Sarah Connor. But when he arrives in 1984, nothing is as he expected it to be.
Alright, now we're going to give you the good, we're going to give you the bad, and we're going to give you the badass. First up, the good. Alright, guys, let's talk a little bit about that. I would have to say that the action sequences, while not mind-blowing, were solid. The action sequences were well done. You'll get some entertainment out of it. Generic Courtney. This is probably the most tolerable I've seen in terms of performance-wise for him for this film, because I just don't like this guy. All his performances are bland, generic. But in this one, it's all right. It was serviceable. Emilia Clarke, huge fan of her as the Khaleesi, as Daenerys Targaryen in the awesome kick-ass show Game of Thrones. Her role as a young Sarah Connor was fine. It was serviceable. It wasn't terrible. I think sometimes it kind of felt like watching this movie, we were watching cosplay versions. There's other characters playing, the old characters from the previous film, but it's serviceable. It's fine.
I like their use of the old set type of things and the old 1984 kind of stuff from the first movie. Also, some of the action was very well done using today's computer effects.
Actually, yeah, that's true. If you compare the CG Arnold in this film to Terminator Salvation CG Arnold, it actually was pretty good for CG. And now for the bad. Oh man, the whole script, the whole plot. Oh man, this is a mess. The plot in this movie is a mess. It's very confusing.
I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
I'm you.
Who sent you?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Screw you!
Get to the chopper!
The hell with you!
I'm the body pooper!
What gods do you pray to?
To Crom!
I'll be back! You are not you, you're me!
See you at the party, Victor!
What is that?
It's not a tumor!
It's a ferret! Okay, this either could piss off a lot of diehards, because of this movie, technically 1 and 2 don't really exist now, or you could be just, turn your brain off, eat popcorn, and you'll be okay with it. But yeah, it's very confusing. And just when you're like, okay, I get it now, the movie does something, and you're just like, wait, what? Did you guys have any other thing to add to the bad?
Well, I get really tired of the countdown clock trope being used in all of cinema today. It's really stupid and lazy.
And now for the badass. Arnold flippin' Schwarzenegger. Just knocks it out of the park again. Obviously the guy can play this role in his sleep, but he's just great. He's really the best part of this film. The other thing that's cool in this movie in Badass is the world just felt like Terminator. Okay, it was dark. You know, they had the laser guns again. It felt like Terminator. Unlike Terminator Salvation, where it was in the daytime, everybody had regular bullets, and something just felt off. You didn't feel like it was the end of the world in Terminator Salvation. This felt kind of like similar to the first film in terms of just this do or die situation. Did you guys have anything else to add for the badass?
Well, the Asian actor Byung-hun Lee, he was fantastic as the T-1000. His whole mannerisms of being a Terminator show the strength of the Asian actor to reach out and grip you and make you feel intimidated. Why, Hollywood, have you ignored his talents and the talents of the Asian community?
Get out.
Smoke bomb.
Alright. I've heard some people say that they were disappointed with this film. I was not expecting anything. The trailers looked stupid, is a generous term. They looked stupid. I already was expecting a cluster bomb of nonsense. And to the movie's credit, yes, Arnold was fine. Yes, T-1000 was fine. But it was not enough to make me want to have a sequel to this film, which, of course, there will be. Thanks! The sequel nobody wants. That's fine. We have plenty of those. There was a lot more effort put into these films than they ever did with 3 and 4. 3, you had the impression that they were just doing Terminator 2 again with a female Terminator. And with Salvation, we were just given an incompetent film. This film had competency to it, and it's a damn shame. The movie had something to it, and I did enjoy the beginning with the future, seeing the resistance, seeing how we actually did defeat Skynet. But ultimately, this movie failed more than it succeeded, and I'm afraid I've been left feeling a little irritated. You can come back in.
Thank you for not hurting us.
Fat Ninja.
Back.
Alright, so now we come to the spoiler part of the review. Now, if you don't want to read the spoilers, go ahead and forward ahead to this time to see what the rating we gave this film. If not, hang around and we're going to discuss a few things, not too much. It really doesn't matter for this type of movie. The spoilers that we're about to tell you, it doesn't spoil anything. Why? Because the
trailer did it!
The flippin' trailer just ruined everything. I mean, we may have had a semi-interesting moment in the film, but for those of you that don't know, obviously you should by now because the trailer was everywhere. They pretty much ruined the special, kept secret surprise of John Connor being created and made into a Terminator in the trailer. It's kind of sad that they just did not have enough faith in their own movie, and they just said, all right, let's just throw this in there just to kind of generate some interest and maybe we'll make some more dollars. It's very sad because this would have caught me by surprise. You?
I would agree that John Connor as a Terminator is an interesting twist, but giving it away in the trailer is just stupid.
Yeah.
Where did you find this guy?
It's a long story. Sorry. But yeah, the trailer just blew everything.
It did.
But
for my benefit, the trailer at least let me know that the movie was going to be kind of stupid, which it was. I didn't.
Turn your brains off.
And I'm tired of that. I like using my brain. If I have one more instance of a movie showing me something and then 30 minutes later showing me trying to pull the threads together and then showing me something, oh, remember that? See, we set that up 30 minutes ago. You remember that? Yeah, it was 30 minutes ago. I wasn't asleep. I remember it. Thanks, movie. Thanks a lot for pointing out the obvious to me. I get it. I get so sick of movies treating me like I'm a stupid head. So the performances. Alright, so Arnold was great. My only problem with Arnold was you never knew why he was really there. They jumbled up the timeline. Okay, we're all used to that. We're used to that, that's fine. Who sent Arnold? Who sent Arnold? Oh, and how convenient. We wiped his memory because they wanted to make sure that they could protect the identity of. We kind of need to know who sent it because.
It's a secret.
Yeah, that's what it
For the
boils down.
sequel.
That I don't care to see. This did not ramp me up for a sequel.
That's huge, guys. You gotta tell us why Arnold was there. Why? Why didn't you tell us? Why? Who sent him?
It was kind of, it became such a point of interest. And of all the things that they did with this film, that was the one interesting thing that, okay, who did send Arnold? No, screw you. We ain't gonna tell you. No. Well, screw you back, movie. I want to know.
It's very important.
And the performances, I have nothing against Emilia Clarke. I really don't have anything against her. And I'm chalking a lot of this up to just bad dialogue and bad script writing.
Yeah.
I didn't like her as Sarah Connor. At first she came off way too strong as somebody trying to play a badass, and I hate that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves in films, when you have a chick who normally does not look like a badass trying to play a badass. And I'm sorry, Amelia, you're a sweet little hobbit of an actress. I don't buy you as a badass. I buy you riding a dragon. That's fine, but not as a gun-toting badass with your cute little eyebrows, the way they furrow up like that. You're adorable. I swear you're adorable.
She's a cute badass.
She's a cutie pie. She really is, but not as the badass Sarah Connor. I didn't buy it. Merrick Courtney, I don't care for him in any way, but again, you can't judge anybody's performance in this because the script and the dialogue really is terrible. And those two, they had no chemistry. They had zero chemistry, and they still tried to force them together by the end. And, you kind of have to, because this movie still interjects that there is no fate, but everything is still inevitable, which make up your flippin' minds.
Yeah, make up your minds. This is it. We're going to stop Skynet. We did it, and something happens at the end of the credits.
And Matt Smith, I am so sorry, sweetheart.
Sorry, Whovians.
You were wasted.
Sorry, all you Dr. Whovians out there.
You were very, very, very wasted.
Don't go see the movie and go see Matt Smith.
He might actually get the 20 seconds of actual FaceTime.
And the rest is CG, Matt Smith.
Speaking of CG, what did you think of the brand new Terminator, John Connor, and what did you think of Jason Clarke's performance as John Connor?
Jason Clarke, not good enough of a villain for me. And the CG, not very convincing in his T1, who knows how many numbers he is at this point. And then with Jason Clarke's character, or John Connor, Terminator, or whatever the hell he is, he infects Sarah Connor with his nanotechnology, but what is that? Does it come up later in the movie? No.
Okay, so the movie luckily establishes that no, 3 and 4 did not happen, which is fine. It's no big loss unless you really love those films. Oh, I'm sorry. But then yes, it then says, well, guess what? 1 and 2 didn't happen either. Joke's on you, suckers. Now we have our own timeline, which has been jumbled up. We know, but now all of this just to have a new Judgment Day. We have a new date for Skynet to go online under the pretense of Genisys, and so not only have we just been jerked around this whole film saying, screw you, Terminator, screw you, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but now we've done this all in the name of creating a new Judgment Day, and for the sake of being preached to about the way they do it is by linking all of our technology together, which we are so irrevocably attached to. We bury our faces in our iPhones. We can't live without our technology. And hey, you wanna? You're the reason Skynet comes online.
No problem.
He does that, okay? Well, another thing that's retarded is, okay, so they stopped the first T-800 Model 101 that was sent back in 1984. Arnold, Sarah Connor, band together, they fight and kill and destroy the T-101 that was sent back. So obviously it screws up the time. So it kind of makes sense why we have a new T-1000.
Well, the timeline's already been screwed up.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it makes sense now because that T-800 is dead. So that's why it makes sense in a way a little bit why, okay, now we have T-1000 showing up out of nowhere.
Well, they sent the T-1000 back to kill Sarah.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
No!
I was getting to that.
No, this isn't making any sense! No, it's not! It's not!
This movie! Alright, so all in all, overall, I think this movie's serviceable. The action's serviceable. The acting's serviceable. I would consider this a rental, or if you're bored and you have nothing else better to do, then go see it. And just remember, the plot is terrible. Just remember that. But it does have a few positives. It does have a few moments that's well done. So we're going to do our rating now. So what do you give?
I am actually doing something I shouldn't. I am retroactively changing my Terminator 3 vote to a 2.7.
Oh, you lowering it?
I am.
Okay.
I am lowering it, and I'm giving this a 2.9. I want to give this movie a 3 because it did put forth more effort than 3 and 4 did, but ultimately, I was more irritated than entertained. What they did get right, they messed up on with everything else, and I do not want to see a sequel to this, and I won't watch the sequel. I have no investment in this. I have a saying, you can remake and reboot and sequel all the movies you want that I love. I will always have the original.
Thank God.
I will always have 1 and 2. I don't care if I ever see 3 or 4 ever again. I don't care if I see this movie ever again. Arnold Schwarzenegger was great. He was the reason to watch the film. Mm-hmm. But they did a little too much manipulation with the heartstrings with his character sometimes, which I get it. It's fine. But I want to give it a 3 and I can't. 2.9.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna give it, a 3 because a 3 is average to me. So I think there's some positives there. You're not gonna hate the movie. It's a good watch. And what do you give it, Fat Ninja?
I was mildly entertained. So I would say about a 3. But please, if you're going to continue franchises, make it worth my money.
Easy money. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this review and video, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
Never again.